Hello, welcome to Just My Thoughts. I'm your host Khaleel Ward, and on this episode, I'll be talking about a documentary on Netflix. It was suggested that I watch it. It's called Hella Privilege. It's me, Chelsea, and if it's Chelsea Handler. She goes around America and she's bringing up the topic of white privilege. She understands that her career wouldn't be the same if she was African American. She understands that she had white privilege, and she's talking to different groups of people and trying to figure out if they understand that white privilege is a thing, and just trying to see where people stand on this topic. And the documentary is cool. There's some insightful things being said. There's some ignorant things being said. Um, I thought a really cool moment was like early in the documentary. She goes to USC for this open mic, and the topic is white privilege. And there's people there that's singing and just showing their talents off, and it's about white privilege. And it's hosted, by Black people, Latinos. And one moment she gets up, she explains what she's doing, and then she takes, questions or comments. And one woman in particular gets up and she just says off the top, she's like, "You may want to edit this out of the film." And she said, "I'm embarrassed to be here with you because that's white privilege. The fact that you can come to this type of event is white privilege in itself." And she goes and she says that stuff, and Chelsea sits there and she takes it, and she understands that she does have white privilege, and she understands, like, being in her big old house in Beverly Hills, she understands the white privilege. She talks about her childhood, how she was dating this black guy, and they would get pulled over and they would let her go, but they would take the black guy. And then she eventually goes and sees him. He lives in Jersey. She goes and she has a conversation with him, and he was in jail for a lot of years. And then you also have the people who she goes to some festival and she talks to some white people, and there are people out there that they just think like this, and they're saying blacks being suppressed is fake news. Black people are making it up in their minds. She goes to Orange County with some really like white Republican women, and as they're talking, you can see Chelsea making faces like, "You gotta be kidding," because they're saying, "Oh yeah, we don't know. The blacks, they get stuff." Or one woman said that there's privilege in every race or something like that, and Chelsea was like, "What do you mean?" And then she's like, "Well, they let blacks into certain schools, and like they have to let blacks into certain schools." And Chelsea was, grilling them and just asking questions, and they didn't have any answers. So again, it's not the best documentary. She talks to a variety of people, which is good. She goes down to Tennessee and she's talking to this white rapper I've never even heard of, and he was dropping some gems on her, in terms of white privilege, white trash, and things that happen down there that people don't really care about. And that was an intriguing conversation that she had with them, and it. I wouldn't say it's thought provoking, because as an African American, I understand that there is white privilege and black people are looked at differently, and it's just a conversation starter for other people. That's what she was doing when she was talking to certain people. She was just asking the question, and some people seemed dumbfounded about it, like they didn't know what to say. So I would say check it out. Again, it's not anything too dramatic or too real. Doesn't really hit close to home or anything like that, but it's a solid watch. So I would say check it out. It's on Netflix. It's not too long, but I enjoyed watching it. For what it's worth. I'm not a big Chelsea Handler fan or anything like that, but it was good just seeing someone go out there and start a discussion with people. But that's my thoughts. Let me know what you think if you watched the documentary. Thank you for listening. Deuces.